Hi guys, welcome to another video from me, the Big Cheese, on Planet Dino. First, I just want to apologise. There hasn't been any content uploaded for the last nearly 4 weeks now, due to me contracting COVID, unfortunately. But I'm back, so things should resume as normal, and we've got a different competition format. So stay tuned because it's really going to suit everybody better than the format we had. So without further ado, let's get on with this video. Hi guys, welcome to another video on Planet Dino. This is the Big Cheese, and we're going to go through the top 10 scariest movies I watched as a child. Now you've got to remember that I'm not a young pup. So back when I was a child, you had to pay to join a video store. It was VHS. There was no DVDs or anything, or watching off your computer. However, these were scary films. If we look at the age of about between 10 and 16, these were the films that were around, very scary, frightened me to death. And the number one pick for me, I still really can't watch today because it just scares me to death. So without any further ado, let's go through the list. Let me know in the comments if I've missed a film that scared you to death as a child, and let's get on with it. So at number 10, we have The Exorcist. Now, this film is still playing in cinemas around the world doing weekend midnight weekend showings. It is an amazing film, very scary, fantastic. Linda Blair, who plays the young girl, brilliant. Unfortunately, her career didn't go very far after it, but she was brilliant. But the one thing that really scared me about this film was the face that keeps popping up during it. You only see it for a quick second, but my God, it was terrifying. And it really did, it made the film just, it put me on edge, man. It was fantastic. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. Certainly not one to sit and watch with your parents. Next, at number 9, we have The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Just awful. Hated this movie. Scared me to death. Just the thought of this man with a chainsaw taking people's skin off, wearing it for himself. Absolutely shocking. And what scared me the most and what really upset me the most was the granddad in the sitting room. And they were putting a hammer in his hand, trying to hit the woman on the head. If you haven't seen it, you won't know what I'm talking about, but trust me, that scene alone is just awful. There's Grandad there, sat in his chair at the end. Shocking movie. Recommend it. There's been a few remakes recently, but the original will always be the best and the scariest. And old Leatherface there, I mean, he is just a horrible character. So certainly have a look at it, guys. It'll freak you out. Now, at number 8, guys, we have Dracula. Now, this is the Frank Langella version. Not super spooky, but there was one scene in it where Frank is at the top of his castle. Dracula, not Frank. Frank was the actor's name. Dracula's at the top of his castle, and he decides he's going to crawl down the wall to get into a lady's bedroom. Now, this was terrifying. Believe me, it might not sound it, but the way they shot this, it just scared me to death. And, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You must watch it. It's a great film. Frank Langella is an amazing Dracula. Watch it just for that scene coming down the wall, the castle wall. It's brilliant. And there he is upside down looking through the lady's bedroom. Terrifying. Right, guys, at number 7 in the list of top 10 scariest movies as a child, A Nightmare on Elm Street, the original. My God, this was scary. This was one of the best movies, and still for me, one of the best horror movies ever. Again, there's lots of reasons why it scared me. The biggest one, believe it or not, was when he's running down, one of them's having a dream, and he's running down this alleyway with these super long arms. And it's the way he runs with these arms that just terrified me. Johnny Depp, a young Johnny Depp in this, It's a great movie, guys. There's been remakes, and I'm sure you young ones have probably watched the remakes before you've watched the original. Go back, watch the Robert Englund original. It is absolutely superb. The music, everything about this movie is terrifying. So give it a go, guys. Highly recommend it. There he is with his long arms. When he runs with them, trust me. Now, at number 6 is our first zombie film of the list, and it is the original Zombies Dawn of the Dead. Late 70s movie, very, very scary. Has been remade since, with obviously zombies that can run. Because in this movie they don't, they just dawdle and walk. If I was going to face any zombies, these would be the ones I'd want to face. But it's a great movie, very scary back then. Again, remember, I was only a child. This terrified me. I had a real issue with zombies. Give it a go, guys. It's original. The original one is brilliant. Now, at number 5 on the list is probably a film that not a lot of people have seen, but believe me, as a child, it scared me. Asylum. It's a short story. It's a movie with short stories in it. 4 short stories. Peter Cushing turns up at an asylum and he has to investigate which one of the asylum inmates is an imposter. So you get the 4 stories from the 4 people he investigates. The first one, which you can see a still from there, is terrifying. The voodoo one and the man that's cheating on his wife. And that head you can see, believe me, when that comes up the stairs and you can hear the head coming up and then it rolls out, scared me to death. At number 4 is one of my favourite films that scared me as a child. I love it. I still watch it every year. An American Werewolf in London. Absolutely fantastic movie, guys. Did scare me as a child. Um, Again, it was just pretty much 1 or 2 bits in it. Especially when David, one of the characters, keeps dreaming he's in the woods in a hospital bed, and when you eventually get to see his face, my God, it's terrifying. I highly recommend it, guys. The special effects are amazing. Even today, they're fantastic. Watch it, believe me, you'll love it. The ending's a bit poor, but the rest of the movie is absolutely on point, and them special effects are second to none. There was no CGI back then, it was all proper special effects. Now, at number 3 is a movie that I must admit still scares me a little bit today. Halloween. John Carpenter's Halloween. Absolutely amazing. Everything about this film. The murderer and his mask is terrifying, but the most terrifying thing about this movie is the music. My God, it is the spookiest music ever. And even today, I mean, I can watch this movie, but I wouldn't watch it on my own, and I wouldn't watch it in the dark. It is terrifying, guys. It's got so many remakes, so many sequels, but get back to that original because it's absolutely frightening. Frightening for its time. It was brilliant. Edge of your seat, really was. You know, one of these where you're shouting at the cinema, you're shouting at your TV. You know, it was just fabulous. Watch it if you haven't. Get the original out. Believe me, you will be absolutely on the edge of your seat. Now, at number 2, guys, and believe me, number 2 and number 1 were difficult choices. At number 2, we've got the original Evil Dead. I say the original because it has been remade, but the original is absolutely terrifying. Believe me. Watch it. You will be, you might think, I mean, the special effects aren't as good as an American Werewolf in London. But the film, as a child, for me, I probably was about 14. It was banned in the UK due to certain scenes in the movie, but still, without the scene that got it banned, it's a terrifying movie, terrifying characters, just horrible to watch. If you're into your horror, give it a go. Now, at number 1, and this is my number 1 film that scared me as a child. It still scares me today. I can't watch it on my own. It is Stephen King's Salem's Lot. The vampire movie that is just the most terrifying film to watch. It truly, truly is. Everything about this film is just frightening. The music, the vampires, the way it was filmed, um, is terrifying. Scares me to death. Still does today. I'm 50 years old, and it will still scare me to death today. Guys, watch it. Please give it a go. It is amazing. There is a scene in it with two brothers that come float into a window as vampires after they've been bitten. Terrifying. The head vampire, Mr. Barlow, absolutely frightening. I can't tell you enough how scary this film is. Please, please, if you're going to watch any of these films on this list, check this one out because you will not sleep after it. That is for certain. Stephen King's Salem's Lot, the number one scariest film I watched as a child. So that's the list complete, guys. Now, tell us in comments below if I've missed any film that scared you as a child. I'm sure I've missed a few. Let us know in the comments below. And with our new competition, what we're doing now, we had 10 prizes to give away, and it was open to the first 1,000 subscribers. Well, let's not keep you waiting too long, shall we? What we're going to do now is we're going to give away the first prize when we reach 100 subscribers. And the people, whoever subscribed up to that 100 point, are all in the draw to win that first prize. So subscribe, guys. Get in there. It's a free competition to anyone in New Zealand or Australia. Stay tuned because someone's going to win some great prizes. Thank you for dropping by. Stay tuned for more videos coming up on Planet Dino. This is the Big Cheese signing out.